Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to be discussing how to find the area of an irregular figure. First, let's discuss how to find areas of different shapes. First, we have area of a triangle. The area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Notice in the diagram we have a triangle and we have a right triangle. There's a base and there's a height. Next, to find the area of a circle, the formula is A is equal to pi r squared. R stands for the radius. D is diameter, and if you're given the diameter to find the radius, you divide it by 2. So for example, here is my radius. It goes from the center to the edge of the circle. It's halfway, and my diameter goes all the way across. So for example, if my diameter was 12, my radius would be half. 12 divided by 2 is 6. The area of a circle is pi r squared. Next, I have area of a rectangle. Area is equal to base times height or length times width. Next, we have area of a square. Area is equal to the side squared. Remember, in a square, all the sides are congruent, so all you have to do is multiply a side by a side or side squared to get the area. Let's look at our first example. The accompanying diagram shows a square with side y inside a square with side x. Which expression represents the area of the shaded section? So the key word here is shaded region. So notice in my diagram, I have a square. The big square has one side length x, which means all the sides are x. And then my little square, I have side length y, which means all the sides are y. In order to find the shaded region, which is this region, I need to find the area of the big square and subtract it by the area of the small square. So area of big minus area of little. So to find the area of a square, I would do x times x, which is x squared, and then I would subtract it by my small, which is y times y, which is y squared. So my answer is choice 4. Anytime you're using subtraction, it's to find a shaded region. Let's look at the next example. Luis is going to paint a basketball court on his driveway, as shown in the diagram below. This basketball court consists of a rectangle and a semicircle. Let's identify those. First, here is my rectangle. And then I have my semicircle, which is just half a circle. Which expression represents the area of this basketball court in square feet? So notice I have my rectangle, which is 8 feet and 10 feet, 8 by 10 feet. So to find that area, I have to do 8 times 10. And then for the circle, notice the diameter is still 8 feet here. But remember, I want to find the radius, so I have to divide the diameter in half. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So I'd have a radius of 4. So in order to find this area of an irregular figure, I have to find the area of a rectangle and add it to the area of the semicircle. So to find the area of the rectangle, it's length times width. So it's 8 times 10. And then to find the area of a semicircle, I have to do half of pi r squared. So 1/2 pi, my radius is 4 squared. I end up getting 80 plus 1/2 pi times 16. And I get 80 plus 8 pi. So that would be choice 2. And notice I didn't put pi in my calculator because I saw that pi was in the answer choices. So I just did 1/2 times 16, which gives you 8, brought down the pi with it. 80 plus 8 pi. Notice in this question, because I had a rectangle and a semicircle put together, I used addition. Let's look at the next problem. In the diagram below, MATH, math, is a rectangle. GB is 4.6, so let's label the diagram. 4.6. MH is 6, and HT is 15. What is the area of the polygon MBATH? So notice MBATH is this shaded section. So remember, anytime you're finding a shaded region or shaded section, you're going to be using subtraction. So what I have to do is find the area of the rectangle, and I have to subtract it by the area of the triangle. So area of the rectangle is 6 times 15, excuse me. And then the area of the triangle, remember my height is the 4.6, but my base is 15 because it's a rectangle. So if this is 15, this is also 15. So 6 times 5 is my area of a rectangle minus 1/2 times 15 times 4.6. And I end up getting 55.5. You put the whole thing in the calculator. So that is choice 2. So remember, if I'm trying to find the area of a shaded region or shaded section, I use subtraction. Big minus little. Lastly, I have a quick summary of what we just discussed today. Finding the area of irregular shape where you add. Take a look at this example. I see an area of a rectangle, area of a quarter of a circle, and area of a rectangle again. This is when you add to find the total area. Finding area of an irregular shape where you subtract is when you're looking for a shaded region. So for example, in this problem, I would find the area of the rectangle and subtract it by the area of the semicircle in order to find the shaded region.